Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode of Is It Worth My Time? This time around, it's the HBO Max series, Made for Love. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. Basically, what YouTube does takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up there just for you. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. Also, if you're wanting to know when I'm on live again next, you get the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule up there. Sorry, the dog just did something weird. Go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule that's up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media. So Twitter, Instagram, Patreon. No tier sip on the Patreon. Wait until I hit 1,000 subscribers. Then once I do that, then, basically I will set up some tiers where you give me money, I give you something in return after a couple of months, of course. So I also have links to my YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and a Facebook group page where you guys can post stuff and chat amongst yourselves as well. Oh man, that was kind of funny. The dog went over towards the patio door and hit something. I don't know what it was. So and it scared her a little bit, and she popped back, which was just hilarious. Oh, all right. So, Made for Love, the non-spoiler version. Um, so essentially what this is, it's about a woman who's married to a tech mogul. He's a billionaire who happens to be named Gogol or Gogol, Gogol, which, yes, obviously is Google. And she's been married to him for 10 years. And she gets a chip implanted in her head, not of her own volition. And it allows the guy to track her and see and hear everything that she sees and hears. And the reason why he did this, because he was actually planning on marketing this thing, and they were going to be the first users where you and your significant other can get chips implanted in your brain and merge your memory or merge your minds, essentially, so there'd be no secrets between anybody. At least that's what he says. And of course, she takes off and escapes from him to go back to her father and the town that she came from. So that's what this is all about. That's yeah, it's not a, how should I say this? It's a really weird story, is really what it is. It started off as a book, and actually the woman who wrote the book is also the the writer for the series, of course, and the showrunner for the series. Um, and let me just go to her name. Alyssa Nutting is her name. She's the one who created it and also wrote all the episodes for the television. So there's 10 episodes that are out. So right now there are only 6 episodes up. For some reason, HBO Max has been releasing them in 3-episode spurts. So every Thursday they drop 3 episodes. So I wonder if they're just going to drop the last 4 episodes on this Thursday. I don't know for sure. So yeah. Mufino, he says, haven't seen this yet, but it's on the list. My sister has seemed to like it. Reminds me of Black. Yes, it is kind of like a. The thing is, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be playing out as a comedy, as a dark comedy, or what it is. What I'm getting out of it so far, out of the 6 episodes that I've watched, is it's more of, and this isn't spoilers or anything. This is more of the way I feel that it's being presented to me is that all relationships are toxic in some form or another is really kind of what I'm getting out of this. And it's kind of weird. I don't know if I can recommend it. They're half-hour episodes. Some stuff is funny, but for the most part it's disturbing more than anything else. I mean, frankly, what her husband Gogol has done is assault, essentially, is what it is. It's not funny. It's not, I mean, the stuff that's going on is stuff that would be actionable. The guy would be in jail no matter how much money he has. And yeah, it's just for me, it's not a haha kind of thing. I don't know. And that's what they're kind of playing it for. Um, and yeah, I don't know if I can really recommend it. Tell you the truth, I'm gonna watch the last 4 episodes to see how this thing plays out, to see if there is a message to it, which I kind of doubting at this point after 6 episodes in, but we'll see what happens. So no, I can't recommend it. No, it is not worth your time at this point. I mean, you can go and watch it on your own if you want to and see what you think, but yeah, I'm kind of, I don't know. It's not something that was made for me. Let's just say that. It was one of those things I'm just looking at and I'm going, what am I supposed to be getting out of this? What is the message supposed to be? And yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna still finish it, Pen. I mean, I'm already more than halfway through, so I figured might as well watch the rest of it, right? At this point. So from here on out, spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episodes or talk about spoilers and all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't seen it, you can go watch it if you want to or not. It's up to you. But from here on out, there's going to be spoilers. All right. Yeah. Okay. We got it. All right. So, movie Fanobi says it's kind of sort of maybe not quite worth your time. I can't recommend it, movie Fanobi. I really can't, just because every time I'm watching it, I'm reminded of what's going on, of all the atrocities that are happening essentially to this woman, and basically what's happening there. And it's not a comedy to me. It really isn't. So I can't recommend it. Yeah. All right. So the spoiler stuff. Her father, who's played by Ray Romano, who I don't like to begin with. Quite honestly, I'm not a Ray Romano fan. He plays, well, her father is again this absentee kind of guy. Um, an absentee father. Basically, her mother and him never married, really, from what I understand. You're getting everything in piecemeal flashbacks is what you're getting. Her life, her relationship with her dad, her relationship with her husband, who she married on the first date. He proposed to her and kept her in these cubes, these underground cubes, which are virtual reality cubes. Yeah, for 10 years she was down there and basically wasn't allowed to leave. Um, yeah, that alone, that's imprisonment. I mean, you're enslaving somebody at that point. Not to mention then doing the unsanctioned surgery by knocking her out and then shaving a little hole in her head, and or shaving a little patch of hair off and then putting that into her. Yeah, there was just so many problems with this that I'm sitting there looking at this going, how can this be a comedy? I can see this being a book, and there's still enough horror faction there for me where I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just the show wasn't doing it for me on that aspect. Um, and then her father also has a sex doll that he has. Her mom died, of course, of cancer. He was broken up about it, her father, and wasn't there for her. So she kind of went lawless, I guess you could say, and has become this. She kind of became a grifter, is what she became, to make ends meet and stuff like that. And her father, this sex doll that he's got is supposed to be, it kind of looks like her mother and is also being dressed up in her mother's clothing. Yeah, so there's all kinds of weirdness with that going on too. Um, yeah, like I said, this one is one of those things that is kind of like I don't know if it was just designed to push buttons or what, but it's one of those things that isn't really um isn't really hitting my good points on a show. Yes, I am going to finish it. Like I said, I want to see if there actually is a point to all of this. Mainly because I said I've gone too far at this point. I'm 6 episodes in, but yeah, I can't recommend this at all. I can't. I just can't. Yeah. Pen, have you watched it already or no? I don't know if you have. I know Mufinobi hasn't. Yeah. And I don't think Heather has either at this point. Anybody else here watch it? I know there's 4 other people that are lurking. Excuse me. But while we're waiting for people to respond, what else do I have going on this week? Well, tomorrow and Thursday I'll be off. Friday is the penultimate episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where we're supposedly we get a new guest, a new supposedly a well-known actor playing a new MCU character, someone from the Marvel comics. We don't know who, but that's what's going to happen. Saturday is Saturday morning blast off, where I take the genre news of the week and any other genre stuff you guys want to talk about, and we talked about it. Sunday is a doubleheader of Invincible and The Nevers. That's right. Episode 2 of The Nevers. That's also on the schedule there. Monday I'm off, and then Tuesday we roll back around again to another episode of Is It Worth My Time? And this time around it's going to be Mortal Kombat. The new Mortal Kombat movie comes out on the 16th on HBO Max. I'll be covering that. There you go. Pretty easy. All right. Well, I guess Pen's off doing whatever she's doing. She's probably working, which I can't blame her. I was doing that earlier too. All right, everybody. I'm going to let you guys go for the day or the night or whatever time of day it is where you're at in your local temporality. You watched 4 episodes? Oh, okay. Thank you to everybody joining me today in the chat. And thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. And if you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button down below there. And also, if you can, hit that like button and the share button as well. And if you want to know when we're on live again next, hit the bell down below. It's a 50-50 chance of YouTube actually notifying you. Best thing to do is go to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule that's up there. Also, all the links to my social media are up there as well. All right. Thank you. I will see you guys again on Friday. Until then, don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. Otherwise, someone might spike your drink and drill a hole in your head and put a chip in there just to be able to spy on you and I don't know, all kinds of weird stuff. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again on Friday. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care. Wear those masks, get those vaccinations if you can get an appointment, and I will see you again on Friday. Have a good night.